This is Drop Tent Media Network.
High IQ basketball with Brian Isley and Raymond Byrd. What's going on, bro?
I'm gonna go for like a quadruple double.
Welcome to yet another edition of High IQ Basketball with Brian Isley and Raymond Byrd. I'm Brian Isley. I got Ray here with me. Neil's always in the building on the boards, and Nick Lawson is back.
Yo, what's up with y'all?
How you doing, man? Long time no see.
That's a fact.
The league is on its way, and it's underway, and we've had some stellar competition thus far, and the in-season tournament is also underway. First topic, though, y'all know how we do it. 4 quarters, 4 topics, then we got OT, but it's not overtime. It's off topic, where we discuss a non-basketball related issue. Quarter number 1. We got predictions for MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and Rookie of the Year. This is Ray's topic, so I'm going to let Ray go first because I'm figuring he got an answer for this already.
I think for Defensive Player of the Year, I think it's going to be Wemby. As long as if he plays 65 games, he wins the Defensive Player of the Year. I'm almost want to say he's going to win MVP, but that would be unprecedented for a guy this young to grab both of those awards this early in his career. So MVP, I'm going to think that's going to go back to Joker. And then Rookie of the Year, I think it's going to be VP, young boy from VJ. I think he wins Rookie of the Year. And then Most Improved, come back to me on that. Let me think about that.
It's your topic.
Let me think about Most Improved.
Nick.
So, Defensive Player of the Year, I agree. As long as Wemby not made out of paper mache, you know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like he get hurt a lot. Definitely, I think he'll be Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, he's literally like shut the paint off. I watched them, the Spurs play the Raptors, and literally they just stopped taking layups. Like, if you look at the box score, he had like 1 block. And it's like, yeah, it's because they didn't shoot a layup. Like, they just was like, we'll think about it. MVP, I'm going to go with Giannis. Giannis has been looking like a man amongst boys. He got a couple guards I really like that have been playing well. Cole Anthony and Ryan Rollins, I think his name is, something like that. I really like him. Seeing how as long as he can stay healthy, because I know he didn't play like last game or whatever, and they beat the Warriors. But as long as he moving good, I mean, the East is wide open already, and I think that like he's gonna take a lot of this personal. I feel like there's a lot of off-season talk with him leaving, and I think that that's going to add to, what he's trying to do this year. Whether he stay or not, I don't know. But I've never not seen him play hard.
Right.
And him playing hard is like video game numbers. He gets like 34, 12, and 10, and he played defense, So, Rookie of the Year, I like VJ. I think a lot of these rookies aren't going to get the same amount of reps. I think how Dallas is using what's my man name? Cooper. Yeah, I think they're using him in a way that like will add dividends over time. Like maybe in a couple seasons where he's on the ball, he's making plays and stuff like that. He's getting his handle together, but I don't think at the moment it'll look great. You know what I'm saying? So maybe because AD really made that paper mache. Maybe if he go back to that little 3-4 spot, maybe his game will improve in the way that it can look better on the box score to voters. And then Most Improved, see, I always got an issue with Most Improved because they like to give it to like the top 3 pick, and all he needed was like reps. But in my opinion, they probably give it to somebody they'll give it to somebody like a Men Thompson or something. And I'm like, I hate how that award is given out, because it really should be like when Austin Reaves should have won it. He was a second round pick or second round pick.
He wasn't.
Well, no, he's undrafted.
He was undrafted.
And he came in, he's, second year's averaging like 20. It was like, or second or third year, you know what I mean? So those are what I feel like Most Improved should be, but it's never like that for some reason. They want to give it to lottery picks. I'm like, they were supposed to do this. Like, why'd you draft this high? That. So I'm gonna say like a Men Thompson. I'm gonna just throw that out there. What you got, Brian?
All right. For my MVP, I'm gonna throw you guys a curve ball. I'm gonna go with Luka.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Luka as my MVP. I think first of all, he started out of the gates smoking. I know he had that little hiccup where he missed the last 3 games, but he came back and then dropped 40 again.
Yeah.
So if he continue, I know points and all that stuff is going to taper off towards the middle and the end of the season, but I see Luka averaging close to 28 to 29 points per game, averaging 8 to 9 rebounds a game, and averaging 8 to 9 assists per game. So that's definitely going to be first team All NBA, and I also think that's going to be MVP caliber because I think with the emergence of Austin Reaves, and if Bron is even a shell of himself when he comes back, I think the Lakers could be a top 4 seed in the West, and I think that's enough to give Luka the nod for MVP. Defensive Player of the Year is Wemby, and nobody else should even be considered for that shit.
Oh yeah. Truthfully, the only reason if he's not is because of injury. Like even last year would have been the same thing. So
That's
I'm 100%
that's what
with
Ray
you.
said.
I think it was like 65 games they got to play.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
65
100%.
games is the threshold. You got to play that in order to be eligible for any kind of awards. Rookie of the Year. You guys hinted at the fact that AD is Mr. Glass. I don't think he's going to play any more than 35 to 40 games this season. That's going to be a miracle if he passes 40. Kyrie ain't coming back towards the end of the season. Is he coming back in December, or did they say
They talking about like towards the end, like almost towards the playoffs? Yeah.
Okay, so take Kyrie out. Clay is booed up. He trash now.
To be fair, he was kind of trash.
Cooper is going to get the reps necessary to be Rookie of the Year because ain't nobody else going to be on the floor.
I think because they got him out of position though.
Yeah. I mean, they are starting to play D'Lo a little bit more, but that was my only issue was, like I said, they playing him in a spot that I think he's not used to.
Some nights it looked nasty. Like he had 2 points, and it's because you're putting so much energy and trying to get everybody involved. When you should be on the wing, being a receiver, versus being a setup.
Play finisher.
He's going to get Rookie of the Year by default because there's nobody else going to be there to take the shots that he would be distributing to otherwise. Most improved player, I think if the trend continues up for this guy, I think he should win, even though he was super nice last year, and it's your guy, Austin Reaves.
Yeah.
I don't see any. He's improved every single year he's been in the league, and he's improved. It looks like he's improved this year too. He handles pressure a whole lot better, and you can see it.
Well, the funny thing is, that's what happens when you do your 4 years of college. You come in, you mature. It don't have to be a lot of bumps and bruises. You know what I mean? He got his shot, and he was ready to go.
Him coming in, though, he was very loose with the ball. If you put enough pressure on him, he was going to turn that ball over. He don't turn the ball over like that anymore.
No, he don't. And, I mean, playing with the Lakers, playing with I think JJ's a good coach, and you got Bron with you. You got, now you got Luka with you. The lights is on. They you know what I mean? I think he was always going to tighten up. But the fact that he was able to have 4 years of college and that tutelage, you know what I mean? I think that does pay dividends. Like, a lot of times we getting these kids at like 19, maybe 20.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got him at what, 23, 22?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's 25, 26 now.
Undrafted and hungry.
Right.
Chip on his shoulder.
Rent due. You know what I'm saying? Rent due. Snap cut. Programs cut.
We don't mean to make light of that.
No, definitely not.
The words expressed by Nick Lawson do not necessarily reflect those of Brian.
That's crazy because Brian texted me to say that. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? They got us, yo. They got us.
But I think Giannis is going to be a finalist in both MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. I already told Ray that before. I think other than Wemby, is Giannis as the best two-way player in basketball because he's just as elite defensively as he is offensively. Wow, we finished that. Right on time. Good job, fellas.
Appreciate you, man. You know what I mean? We stay locked in.
Quarter number 2, like I said, the in-season tournament is underway. Sixers lost their first game of the season in group play. Did you check out the game?
Yeah, I said they lost. They lost by a point.
What's your thoughts on that though?
In regards
As
to
far
the
as
season
them,
as a
as
whole,
far as
or
their
just-
start, yeah.
I don't know. Is it starting earlier this year? I thought it started a little later in the season. This time it always starts.
Yeah.
I,
About a
like
week,
I've
about a
said,
week ahead.
Always, I think they do a horrible job of announcing that the in-season tournament is starting, and I think it needs more of a significance on what it means if you do win it outside of just the money. You know, I mean, it just seems like it's just
What? Like what?
I don't know. Like I know baseball, they have their All-Star game in it. Who has home court in
There's
World
playoff
Series?
implication. Yeah.
I think it has to mean something. Don't get me wrong, the bread is the bread. Like guys winning money is important, so I'm pretty sure that has some kind of influence. But I don't know, it just pops up. You know, you turn the game on and the court's different, and that's how you know it's an in-season game.
I do think that like how basketball is covered now is different than how it's covered before, because now you on 12 different streaming services depending on what game you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not like a central hub of regular games to where, you know, you running commercials and stuff like that. And they like, yo, this is what it's going to be. Like when that first year, it was tough because they was trying to explain to it. And they was like kind of changing the rules on the fly. They was like, yo, it's a point differential. It matters. You know, these are the people you got to beat. And then out of nowhere, they're like, all right, well, this is the final game. And you're like, wait, how did we get here?
No. There is a central hub.
Where's the central hub?
It's NBA TV.
Snap
I'm
got
just
cut.
saying it
I'm just
is.
saying Snap got cut. Ain't nobody watching that.
Ain't nobody watching NBA TV
Hey,
because
man.
Snaps got
Snap cut, man. Ain't nobody watching
Who was in the in-season final last year?
it. In Indiana and Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I only remember that because of that Netflix show.
Only people I know. I know the Lakers won because Bron won.
Lakers
And
won.
That's all I know.
But we just told you who was in the finals last year.
I'm just saying, but I think
To
the
be fair, I
average
only do that
fan.
because of Netflix show though.
I think the average fan doesn't know.
No, okay, all right. Then to the average fan,
And that's what I'm really
And I
talking
also know that Darvin Ham is undefeated in season tournament play. That's the kind of stuff that I know. I'm
Hands in
sorry.
the pockets, man. Come on, what you mean?
He's going for the three-peat.
Yeah, yo, did y'all see that Warriors group? It's like the Warriors, Spurs, Portland. They got some Denver's in there. Like they got
my
like
God.
the craziest group. It's like a bloodbath in there. And then they got OKC with like Utah. I'm like, bro, like, what are we doing? Like, it's like the most ridiculous one. I wish I could remember off the top, but it was some tough ones. Like Portland's the worst team, and Portland is a tough team to play. Like they really play defense. Like, you know what I mean? Gambling aside, like they don't play with their money for real. They really out here.
Tiago got him playing.
Yeah. Nah, Chauncey I'm playing. Come on.
Tiago got him.
Shout out
I
to Chauncey.
can't say it. I can't say nothing
Shout out to
about Chauncey.
Shout out to Chauncey.
Chauncey
Man. Big shout
handling-
out Billups, man. Come on, man. Free the guys, man.
Big shot Chauncey, huh?
Yeah, man.
Mr. Hancock. I seized that dollar. But who do you have winning the in-season tournament?
When's it? Is Bron gonna be back by then?
Man,
Is Bron gonna be back? I'm going with the Lakers. I'm going with Bron for everything.
Neil, it's the
I might
same
have
shit
to
he
go back
pulled last week.
Listen, I had to go back.
He said, "Who's gonna win the East, bro?"
He gave his whole soliloquy about how tough the West was and this and that. And then I asked him who gonna come out the West. He said the Lakers.
Lakers.
Won one game.
Bron.
Come on, man.
Going with Bron every day.
All right, yo. So it is group play, and then when
Then
it's single elimination and all that. So yeah, they do have a chance, even without Bron.
They do. I'm going with the Lakers.
Okay.
I'm gonna take OKC. I think OKC has a really light schedule. They got a light group play, and they've been looking good, and they're not even healthy yet. So like we haven't even seen their whole team back yet, and just the people they got, they plugging in dudes that was AJ was not even really playing a whole lot. You know, he played that one game and he was turning the ball over. They sent him to Alcatraz for a little while. But, you know what I mean? They got a bunch of dudes that you can just plug in and play. You know what I mean? They got a bunch of Chet, Caruso, Dort, dudes that really lock up. Hartenstein's really good. When J-Dub come back, they're going to be nice. Shea's obviously a 30 a night. Just pencil that in. But yeah, so I think OKC is them to lose for real.
Hartenstein ain't good. I had him penciled in for 10 points. That motherfucker gave me 8.
Yeah, nah.
Lost my parlay on.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If you fucking my parlay, like you ass. I don't care if you want MVP. If you fucking my parlay, is real beef. Like, I feel you. I ain't even mad at that. You know, man, fuck Hartenstein.
I'm going with the Spurs.
Okay.
I think the Spurs they still undefeated, which is insane. Wemby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, I doubt it. Nick, I'm sorry.
It's all good, man. It's all good. You know what? I wish on this platform we had like a little rewind joint so I could be like,
I'm pretty sure Neil can figure it out.
We're going to figure it out one day. I remember, and you know what's even funnier? I told this guy that, what's my man name from the Cavs who's going to win a Defensive Player of the Year? And he said I was crazy. Mobley. I told him, and he said, you crazy. He's like, you think he's going to have a better defensive career than AD? And I was like, he's going to play more games. And sure enough,
I did have a full.
He kind of got about the fault though.
I didn't say he didn't, but a win is a win, and I don't care. You think I'm not gonna be honorable? If I win, then that's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Spurs.
I like that.
When we did episode 1 of season 2, they were 2-0. We were like, we'll see.
It's early.
Now a week later, they still haven't lost a game, and I'm like, oh man,
that boy Wemby looking crazy. Literally no flight zone in that paint. I've never seen nothing like that.
They're gonna value every game. Yeah, they play like they value every game.
But they young too. Like Castle got better. Fox not even back.
I forgot all about.
I was saying Fox not even back.
Oh,
you got Dylan Harper's tough.
Right?
Basile. They kind of do it by committee because I've seen Wemby bring it, but I've seen Wemby get a block, a guard get the ball, and they give it to Wemby to bring the ball down. So it's by committee. But Castle looking good. Harper from Jersey, shout out to Jersey. He is nice, man. I like.
Don't it kind of remind you of not to this extent, but when they had Dennis Robinson, then he got hurt, and then he was able to draft Timmy. They were able to get these high draft picks because Wemby's been hurt, and so you getting guys like Harper, and Vasu,
it's almost like I wish
talent.
It's almost like what I wish the Warriors did, except for they drafted some bum ass.
Got it wrong.
But I mean, they won a chip, so I can't be too mad. But Wiseman.
Who they draft? Wiseman. Wiseman just got cut, didn't he?
He was on. He got cut from Indiana.
Back to the G League.
And look, what's bad? Indiana done lost like 4 people. And he still can't make the roster.
You would think since Miles Turner is going that he would fit.
You would think that they got Matt McClung, who is like my size, if not smaller, is fighting for an NBA spot, and he got a roster spot getting buckets, and Wiseman ain't even in the league. Like, come on, man, what we doing? So shout out to the Warriors, man. That draft process is a little shaky over there.
You think the Warriors got a shot? What pool or what group are they in? No. They in that doghouse bloodbath group. They got like Portland. I think it's the Spurs in there. I think Denver's in there. And you said you got concerns. Like there's a lot. And they small. Their size. And they small. Like, it's a crazy league now when you call Steph a small guard. Like when I was coming in, like just playing college, like 6'3" is not a small guard. But now legitimately is a small guard. Right. They don't really have a bunch of big men. Draymond 6'6". Horford's 58 years old. So, I guess what the dude TJ or whatever his name is, the big man, he'll play for spurts, but they don't really got no size. They got active guards. You know what I'm saying? Kaminga's looking really good. He's buying in. Yeah. Jimmy always looks good, but it's just that size is going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. I believe so as well. You can't be the smallest team in the league and win. Yeah, if they could get somebody that can, touch the rim without jumping, I'd be happy. But a lot of these dudes, you know what I'm saying? They all the same size. Like, what
does that fit their style of basketball? They've never had that.
Well, they tried a couple times. They had Bogut. They tried to get Cousins, and that didn't necessarily work because he was coming off an injury.
He got to the finals with him.
I'm not saying they had Kevon Looney was playing well.
Looney was a body.
They tried to. He wasn't, because I saw when they played Dallas and Luka tried to ISO him, and Kevon Looney held his own, and they didn't play him off the court. That changed the whole series. Right. Respect to Looney. They also had McGee. I like McGee.
This is you can't.
I'm not saying that we need a dominant big. I'm talking about someone
what they had during that Durant era, because anything.
But some of that was before Durant. Bogut was before Durant.
McGee was during the Durant era.
I'm saying though, but
Bogut wasn't at the beginning.
And they won. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I'm just saying he
was going. He was going. He wasn't there.
But even in that, you say Durant, that size. Yeah, he a guard.
I mean,
That
well, we're not
size.
calling
He's
him.
6'11".
6'11", but he's a guard.
And you're switching everything.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm
I
saying?
mean,
It's
yeah.
different.
That's
They ain't got
that's
nobody
different.
6'11".
Right.
Al Horford, 58 years old.
I think Golden State gonna have a say. I think they
No,
believe.
Golden
I
State
think
always
they
gonna be good.
believe, and I think chips fall their way. They could be right there in the conference final with a chance to get to the
You
chip.
putting emphasis on the belief.
Yo, because Golden State is one of those teams where they've climbed the mountain.
No, I'm
and
not mad at
Steph
it.
believes that, and Dre, they believe that they got a chance to win. They play different, and Dre believed that they could win it.
I definitely think they could have beat Minnesota last year, but Steph hurt a hamstring.
Right.
I was sad about that, but I want to see how the season goes if they can get a big man. I know they had a lot of controversy with Kuminga, but he's buying in, so I hope they keep him because I really do like Kuminga. So, the Warriors gonna be all right. I definitely think they're gonna be in the top five for sure.
You said Lakers winning in-season tournament.
Yep.
OKC.
OKC. I got it. See, that's good. We all got different teams. That's good. I hate when we agree on. That doesn't make for good content. We're headed into halftime. This is High IQ Basketball with Brian Isley and Raymond Byrd. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor. Hey everybody, this is Brian Isley, comedian extraordinaire, asking you guys to download Logo, the Isley album, and Uno, the One Take album. I have 3 albums. They're all on Spotify. They're all on iTunes. They're all on Tidal. Streaming well right now, but I need more support. I need you guys to go and download these albums, man. Download Logo, Laugh or Get Offended. Download the Isley album, and download Uno, the One Take album. And they are available where you stream all your music. They're hilarious because I made them. So download these albums today and get your laugh on. And we are back. This is High IQ Basketball with Brian Isley and Raymond Byrd. We're heading into the third quarter. And the third quarter, we're going to discuss the emergence of Austin Reaves. Bleacher Report put out an article asking the question, should the Lakers sell high right now and trade Austin Reaves immediately?
Yes. That's the answer. The answer is yes. I watched the game yesterday, and Austin is great. He has made great strides on his ability to handle the rock, his playmaking, his scoring ability, his confidence. All that shit is on display. Mm-hmm. But you watched him yesterday with Luka, and his superpowers is taken away because Luka is the same thing you are, but I'm just better. So, of course, the ball is going to be in my hands, and he's not great off the ball. So then I'm not even taking into account LeBron because you got to look past LeBron. Just those two together, can he be a second option on the championship team? Usually your second option is a great defender as well as his ability to score. And I think their pros and cons kind of overlap themselves, like him and Luka, in regards to them both being, I think he's a little better defender, but I think he's also a liability as well. Your second option needs to be a lockdown defender. And I don't think he is. So it's like, if you could trade high and get some of the pieces that you think you need next to Luka to build your team, like that's what I would look to do. Because I'm not sure if Austin Reaves can be your second option next to Luka.
Yeah. See, it's gonna be tough because the Lakers, like, somebody gonna pay him. That's the thing. Someone's no. Someone's gonna pay him. So I think the thing with Austin Reaves is, and it really comes down to what LeBron's gonna do.
Mm-hmm. I think
because if you can get, but while yes, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, if Bron signs a team friendly deal, because Austin Reaves is gonna get his money, as he deserves, as he should. But if you can get LeBron on a team friendly deal, then you can keep these pieces, and you can keep Austin Reaves long term. And then when Bron leaves, you can probably go find some of the pieces that complement both of them. I do think that there is some merit to, they overlap each other, but I just think Reaves is such a good talent. And if you're going to sign him a 3 or 4 year deal, I think it'd be worth it for the Lakers for real. It's just tough because, like I say, you're paying Luka, because you know you're gonna pay Luka. Bron is making what, like 50-some million this year, and then he's gonna be off the books. I don't even know what they're about to do. I would like to see what they look like as a full team. And when Bron come back, you know what I mean? It was funny you were talking about Bron being a shell of himself. The funny thing is he's been a shell of himself and he's still amazing.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people never got a chance to see like first stint LeBron,
Special.
fastest, strongest dude ever.
Special.
He was a terror in the transition, but you know, if you're gonna have Luka and you're gonna build around Luka, just Luka, then I would say you had to trade Austin Reaves. But in my opinion, I think they should build around both.
I think the Lakers are building around Luka. It's only the smart thing to do. He's the present and the future of the franchise. Bron just opted in, but Bron is on borrowed time. He'll be 41 in December, and even though the shell of itself, Bron, is still better than 90% of the league, moving forward, it's still Luka's squad. Also, with that being said, when Bron does come back, Bron is the clear number 2, and on many occasions, he's going to be the number 1. So that means Austin Reaves is 3. Mm-hmm. And is he the best third option in the NBA? Maybe. But you should trade that now. Trade it, get him out of there, and like Ray said, bring in pieces that complement LeBron and Luka. 3-and-D guys. They spread so they can spread the floor. Mm-hmm. Bron and Luka can operate out of pick and roll and penetrate the lane and dish to open shooters. Now, is Reaves capable of being a spot-up shooter? Yes. But Reaves is too good to be relegated to be a spot-up shooter. Yeah. So you got to off him and bring in pieces that complement.
Right. You're not maximizing his talent.
When I make my decision, I'm completely taking Bron out of it.
Why?
I mean, because Bron, at most, what he got 2, and he could play longer, but I don't think he is in the long-term plans of the Lakers. Even if he is looking to take a team-friendly deal, I think everything needs to be, your decisions need to be built around what's best for Luka. And if I'm looking at this current Lakers squad, and I'm saying, is Austin good enough to be a second option on a championship team? I don't think he fits that in regards to what he does on the defensive end, because Luka's already a cone on defense. Yeah. We can't have our best 2 players both be defensive liabilities, you know what I mean? So I think he's a great player. I think he does, I mean, if Luka's out, he can fill that role and do some of the same things that Luka does. Mm-hmm. But if I need to build around what I got in my best player, which is Luka. I got to have 3-and-D guys. I got guys who can knock down the open trade ball and can defend at a high level. I can't have both my guys not be able to play defense.
And it does help that the Lakers did get like some players for like the cheap. You know what I mean? Even though Marcus Smart isn't obviously the Marcus Smart that, you know, from Boston, whatever, but that's still a quality player. DeAndre Ayton they got for nickels on the dollar. You know what I'm saying? Like they
as they should.
Yeah, no, for sure. But you know, when you think of those names, you're like, all right, like you gotta pay him a pretty penny. But
even though he's been playing pretty well
for sure. But I'm just saying, like the fact that they got him for what they got him for. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like it adds to like I would love to see this Laker team, how they look.
Number 1 overall pick.
Right. I would love to see how this whole team looks, especially with Bron coming back. I want to see what Bron look like at 40, 41 now. You know what I mean? I mean, he's never not been great.
Right.
So it'll be funny the day that he's not, but I don't think it's today.
It's funny that you're saying take LeBron completely out of the equation because we've had these conversations and you said, listen, we still got LeBron. So let's put this together and see if we can win with it now.
Correct. And I just can't make long-term decisions based upon Luka. And if I'm looking at my team that's not, I got to build my team around Luka and Bron. I can't look at it like that. It's got to be Luka. And if Bron fits into that as well, that's cool. But it has to be what's best for my team going forward with Luka. Right. I'm trading Austin because I don't think he is the perfect fit next to Luka. That's not necessarily the recipe to win big with Luka. And I think sometimes people are like, oh, looking in the future. I think Luka ready to win now. Yeah, he want to win now. He want to compete for championships today. So I think you got to make decisions on today. So I'm trading Austin
he
Rivers.
Made the finals, so yeah, I agree.
Right, I'm trading Austin to the highest bidder. I'm not going to force nothing. But if somebody makes me a great offer and I can get some of those pieces I think or compliment Luka, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Do you think Austin Reaves, you think he's still a Laker by the end of the season?
I think if the
By
right
All-Star
opportunity
break?
presents itself, I think they would jump on it. Because, I mean, I think they're already hesitant on, do you want to give him that money? Is he that? I don't think he is. Is he the number one option for anybody? Can you have Austin Reeves as your best player on any team in the league?
I
Is
don't
that
think
the
so.
recipe for you to be a good
No,
team?
no.
I don't think so, but somebody's going to pay him like that.
Yeah. I mean, in my mind, he's like a Tyler Hero-esque guy. And Tyler Hero might be the number one option, depending on how you look at it, but Bam is the best player.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but that's it. Like I said, that's one of them teams where it's like, you gotta like really think like, okay, who is that? Because that's kind of what he reminds me of. Now, who's better depends, because Tyler Hero's been the number one option offensively for a while. But I'm just saying, like, even whoever you have, that their games are similar to that. So, you know, in my mind, would they sign and trade him so that they can get the most out of it? Because if you trade him before, you know what I mean, they trade him at the deadline, then it's like, what do you teams already know that they're gonna have to pay for him, so I don't know what the Lakers are gonna be able to get out of it. Like, he has to be willing to sign with them long term for them to be worth it.
Those would definitely be the conversation.
So that'll be the conversation. So that's why I think he'll be a Laker through the end of the season. Now, next season, I don't know. Now, next season, I think there's a lot going into this. How they finish the playoffs, how Bron's health looks, how Luka health look. If Luka keep getting hurt, and you know what I mean, granted, he do look way more in shape than he did, but like if Luka keep getting hurt, I mean, it's gonna be tough to want to mortgage your whole future on that when he's had the same issues, where he not taking care of himself, the health issues when he was at Dallas. So that's something to think about. Now, granted, they're still gonna build around Luka. But it's just a conversation that's just going to be had there and be like, all right, we got to think about where we're going to send him and what else we're bringing in, you know, in terms of the future.
Right.
Yeah, we're definitely going to build around Luka, even with the knick-knack injuries and all that stuff. Hopefully, the fact that he lost 30 pounds in the offseason and got in better shape. Oh, man.
Shout out to Ozempic.
You say he on that OZ?
OZ, baby. You know what I'm saying? They told him to get your fat ass on that pill.
I don't believe that.
I don't know. Dallas might be cursed though. Well, I don't know, because AD like the habitual line stepper when it comes to getting hurt. So I don't even know. Dallas might just be cursed.
They
for real.
call me Mr. Glass.
Yeah, but then Kyrie get hurt too. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Kyrie's injury prone. You consider
Kyrie? Yeah, no, he's
injury
absolutely injury prone.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Love him though, Jersey. So not too much.
Yeah, facts. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. I was just, Jersey. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely I would consider
AD, I'm glad we off the books with that.
AD's gonna be one of them, like, he's not in all-time conversations, but like if you were making a team and somebody was like, I'm gonna take prime AD, they'd be like, that's a good pick.
Right.
He's gonna be one of those guys. Like, you'd be like, all right, I need $15 to make the perfect team. And you'd be like, AD at $1.
He won't
that's
be at
a steal.
$1.
No, but that's a steal. If you can get AD for the $1, whereas his talent tells you he's probably 4 or 5.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to be that guy.
His talent is 4 or 5. His durability and availability,
100% agree.
A quarter.
I 100% agree. That's why I say he's going to be the $1. I ain't even put him at 2. He need $2.
I'm not buying it at $1.
I don't know, man.
If
I can get the rest of my guys and the AD, if I get my power forward AD for $1,
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Come right here.
Now you can get 2 5s. Now you know.
Right. You start finagling because I might not use the 3. Hold up.
I'm keeping that $1.
So keeping that $1, that Arizona.
Give you like Arizona.
That's crazy.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Oh, we headed into the fourth quarter. The Sixers just lost their first game of the season, which is very surprising to me. The fact that they came out the gates the way they did, smoking, I'm very impressed. And I'm very impressed with, always been impressed with Maxey, but with their rookie VJ Edgecombe. They look like a dynamic backcourt. They look like they're going to be a dynamic backcourt for years to come. So with that being said, should the Sixers give that duo the keys to the team right now?
I'm gonna let it play out. I'm gonna see what Embiid and Paul George look like when they come back, because I think with the East being so wide open, it's an opportunity where, you know, it could have been a disaster coming in this year. And then questions in the offseason was Maxey going to be forcing the trade because they losing? You know what I mean? And that's kind of out the window. He looked happy. They're playing good ball. I would let it play out to see what Embiid and Paul George look like, because it could turn into a situation where you can end up in the NBA Finals if those guys are able to give you anything close to what they've given you in their prime.
What you look at me for?
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear
I
me
didn't
out.
say nothing.
Hear me out.
I didn't even say nothing. He looked at me.
But listen, if it goes sideways, I think they still in a good situation. I would get off of Embiid if the opportunity presents itself, and I would get off of Paul George, and I would go with this young movement they got. They got a ton of young guards. They got McClain coming back off injury eventually. I love Maxey and the young bull VJ. Like, I would rock with. I'm fine either direction. I think they're in a real good situation. Like, obviously, if Paul George and Embiid can come back and give you something, you could be in a different conversation. But if not, you got this young bull to move forward with.
Nick.
Oh, I mean, truthfully, I give him the keys because the keys ain't opening many doors anyway. So,
And by that you mean?
By that I mean I don't see them going super far. I think Embiid's cooked. When I watch him, he's very much like he's still good, but the ball stops. It looks so vastly different from how they play without him that it kind of hurts them. He's not moving at all well on defense. He don't even look like he could jump anymore. It looked like him and Joker got a vertical. They could, match each other vertically. Paul George has been a two-pack of ass for the last couple years. So when you're talking about giving the keys, I'm like, all right, where the keys open in the janitor's closet? So it's like, when you talk about the finals, I'm, all right.
That's why I looked at you.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
I think,
I think y'all mistaken.
we might have to put the crack away.
I think y'all mistaken on that.
The drugs,
I think y'all
we
mistaken.
gotta, maybe we a little too close to Kensington. We need to,
Damn.
But, what I'm saying, I think we need to slow that down. But I do like, I think Maxey and VJ are fun. I just, I worry with how many minutes Maxey plays. Now, when Jerry McCain comes back, hopefully his minutes come down, but Maxey is one of them dudes that you got to kick out the gym. I remember reading about him when they were like, yo, we literally had to kick him out the gym because he'd be in there for 10 hours a day,
in there all day.
hooping and stuff like that. When you're playing that high amount of minutes, when you're playing that hard every night, I get worried that like one injury, especially to him, I think that just tanks their whole team at that point. I don't think Paul George and Embiid right now are able to buoy that team anymore, which is crazy because you'd had to say that the opposite last year. Could Maxey and them buoy the team while Embiid and Paul George are out? But like now it's the opposite. These two old niggas like they gotta go. Like, and the sad part is you can't get rid of Paul George because don't nobody want that contract for real. And then Embiid, I'm like, you should have sold high on him when he won MVP, honestly, because he's never been the same. I was actually kind of surprised when he played in the USA team. Shout out to winning the gold for us. You know what I mean? I respect it.
Man, we ain't need him.
No. Look. We got a gold medal, and he was an integral part. So that's all I'm saying.
I hate the fact that he played and then played 19 games for the Sixers.
I agree. I'm surprised that he even did it because, when Kawhi played, Kawhi didn't even play. He played, and I was even surprised Kawhi tried out. But I was really surprised Embiid did it because Embiid, like I said, was coming off injury, came in, played, was cooking, and then the season comes together and he falls apart. So, I just think that the Sixers are going to be okay. I think they're going to be fun. I think as the season goes, I think that that high of like, yo, this is the best backcourt in the league and all that, I think that's going to come down.
Well,
I think once you start getting that, when you start getting the scout report on VJ,
thank you.
I think once teams kind of like can scout a little bit more, I think it's going to be understandable. And I know Maxey's legit. I ain't got no problem with Maxey, but I just think that the pieces around them right now aren't enough. And if they can't get off of Paul George or Embiid, then I don't see a future for the Sixers this season.
I love how you brought up the scouting report. It's crazy how people take that for granted. You see the start of the season, you see players that you ain't even heard of for the most part going crazy.
As
and it's
Jeremy
like, why is he going crazy? Like Ant-Man was like, who the hell is number 12? That's because there's no scouting report on him yet.
That's what happened with Jeremy Lin.
Exactly what happened to Jeremy
they start
Lin.
picking that nigga nigga full court. You ain't heard from him since. Went to China. Go back.
Kobe started cussing him out after that. It got bad.
Soft tissue.
It got real bad. I love Maxey. I really like VJ too. I've always hated Embiid.
So yeah, fuck him.
and I haven't liked Paul George since he left Indiana. There was one year where he was at OKC where he played very well.
He was like
I think he was
MVP.
like MVP candidate.
He was top 3 MVP and Defense Player of the Year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then that fell apart.
Went to the Clippers next year.
Then went to the Clippers. Oh, we went. That fell apart.
I don't know. I don't think that was on him though.
And then he went to the Sixers. And he's essentially stealing money at this point. Like I think you get up off all that and start fresh.
Really injury prone though.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Shoulders.
For his career?
Shoulders, knee. You remember in Indiana?
Outside of the injury, he had the one injury.
He broke his leg.
Indiana, he broke his leg. He had the shoulder injury at OKC. He had multiple injuries with the Clippers.
I don't remember him missing significant time at OKC.
The first year.
First year.
Because he played 2 years OKC. Second year was when he was MVP in discussions and Defense Player of the Year. Then he was getting hurt a bunch of times with the Clippers. He got hurt on the Sixers. And you know what I mean? And again, that happens though. Like everybody's not gonna be Bron, where it's like you just God's gift, but injury prone.
Right.
You know what I mean? And once it happens, it start rolling, it'd be like that, you know.
The best version of Paul George was that 1 year in OKC and his Indiana tenure.
Yeah.
How many years are we removed from Indiana?
That was like what, 2013?
They came over in 2016. After the 2016 season. That's almost 10 years ago. Why do we keep waiting on playoff P, Paul Pierce? Why do we keep waiting on this dude when he doing the same thing we doing right now?
Shit.
He's more known for potting than he is for hooping. Yeah. That time is done for Paul George.
Missed a lot of games.
I'm telling you, like he literally like
2020 to 2021, 9 games, 21 to 22, 43 games.
Come on, man.
22 to 23, 7 games, and then 24 to 25 is 27 games due to groin and knee injuries.
And they thought that was a good idea to pair him with Embiid, the other habitual line stepper when it comes to injuries.
Like, come on, man.
Ain't this about a bitch?
That's not going to work,
and
man.
they talking about giving the keys. But the keys opening.
I think they already got the keys.
No, they got the keys. I'm saying the keys ain't opening nothing. They hopefully didn't get, you know what I mean? The sad part is the Sixers are going to be in purgatory. And that's the worst thing you can do in the NBA is be in purgatory. You're going to be too good for a high lottery pick, and you're going to not be good enough to get to either the playoffs or win a round. That's the worst. That's the worst spot you can be.
I think they went around.
Who are they going to win against? Because if you think they're going to win, they're going to have to do you have them in the top 4? Because if you don't have them in the top 4, then that means they're going to play against someone good.
On the road.
All right,
so that means they're going to play.
I don't think there's outside this talent-wise.
Okay, go ahead.
In the East. Good team.
New York.
Milwaukee's okay.
Cavs.
I will talent-wise. All right, New York, the Cavs are talent-wise are good teams. Milwaukee has Giannis. Outside of that, they're okay.
Right.
Anybody else, I think talent-wise, the Sixers would match up with.
Didn't you say that Giannis could carry the Bucks to 50 games?
They could. I think he could.
All right, so that's 3. So if you got them at the 4.
I think they 4 or 5. I think they're as talent-wise, they're as good as Miami and all those other teams.
All right, so
they could win a series.
All right, so fair. Okay, so they can win a series, and then when they play someone real, then what? That's what I'm saying. Like that's the purgatory I'm talking about.
That's
like
what I'm saying. When you say real, I don't think New York is a juggernaut. I don't think the Cavs are a juggernaut. I don't think Milwaukee's a juggernaut. I think they could ball bounce your way. That's what I was saying. Ball bounce your way, and Paul George is suddenly healthy, and he had turned the clock back, and Embiid is healthy, and he had turned the clock back.
From getting the milk.
I'm just saying, like I could see a path for things breaking their way.
If Embiid is in playoff Embiid and Paul George is, OKC, that's no. You know what I mean? If Maxey's shooting 60% from 3, BJ continues to average 20, maybe they can do it. Maybe they can do it.
I don't believe nobody in the Eastern Conference is that.
We will see.
Final thoughts on that? Do they get the keys?
Yeah. I mean, regardless if they come back or not, my first option is Maxey, and I'm putting BJ's my second option. You need to change how you're doing things. It's no more Embiid coming down the floor asking for the ball and we stopping everything for you.
You go set a screen, nigga.
We gotta reset things. We gotta reset things. Like, this is Maxey's team, and this is how we gonna move forward.
He can't even do that right.
Get that shit off the rim, nigga.
He can't even do. Listen, I'm gonna go off on a tangent. I don't want to do that. I'm on Neil's time. I'm on
Neil's time.
Before we get into OT, we got a question from a listener, friend of the show, host of the now titled The B-Side podcast, Brandon Carney, and the message goes like this. Good morning. User submitted question. I'm watching episode 1. You guys are talking about the East favorite, but my question is about the current state of the league. Who do you guys think will be the next face of the league once Bron, Curry, and KD go? I'll give y'all each a minute to answer that question. Byrd, go ahead.
I think it's got to be shared, because I think the best players in the league aren't American players anymore. So I don't think that Wemby can be the face. I don't think Joker's going to be the face. Giannis, I think the best player, those are the 3 best players in the league. SGA, you got to put him in that conversation. So I think it's going to be carried by a bunch of them. I don't think that you're going to be to hitch your wagon to Ant or any of these guys, because I don't think any of them are going to fill that void. Because usually when you say face of the league, it's synonymous with being the best player in the league, and the best player in the league is not going to be an American-born player.
I just don't think none of these dudes cool enough, interesting enough off the court to be the face of the league. I think how basketball's starting to get covered now, they're doing a lot more like fact-based. You see like dudes like Udonis Haslem and them going through plays and stuff like that. They're trying to retool how they talk about basketball, where it's not so much who's getting traded and all this and all who's mad at each other. They're talking more of a real basketball coaching standpoint, like Tim Legler and all them used to. So I don't think there's going to be a phase. I think it's going to be by committee. And I think it looks good now. I think that's what they're literally doing right now. I just don't think that anyone is cool. Like, I think Ant would be fun to watch, but I still don't put Ant in that tier 1 of the best basketball players. And it's going to be tough if you're not at least in that. So in my mind, I think it's going to be more by committee. And I just don't think that any of these dudes individually are interesting or cool enough that people want to hear from them like that.
I think it is going to be by committee. I do agree with you on the fact that charisma is at probably an all-time low. There's no individual with a large amount of aura. But I will say, even though it is going to be by committee, I think the person slightly ahead of the committee is going to be Victor Wembanyama.
I haven't heard him talk enough for me to care.
Right.
And I just don't think they just don't got the people that I want to hear from be like Ja and Edwards. They're funny, they're charismatic, but they be fucking up too much. So it's you don't, if you start dwelling into Ant life, you ooh, all right, you gotta tune in. Then absolutely. Ja over here talking about shooting niggas, you can't, you don't want, it's tough. The people that you want to hear from really and then it makes you think about how Bron really held it down and has been in no real bullshit his entire tenure when it comes to off-court issues. His issues was basketball and I'm leaving and I'm gonna make a team because y'all wasn't doing it good enough. But when you talking about someone that handled their business every day, that worked every day, that didn't cheat the game every day, these dudes ain't got it. And to be interesting and to have the marketing behind you, the dudes they try to do with Zion can't put the McDonald's down. You know what I'm saying? Ja want to shoot niggas and don't ever pull out. What are we doing? There's nobody that they want to hear from. And then all these overseas dudes, just half of them can't even talk English, bro. I don't want to hear that.
You got to install his filter.
I'm serious, man.
He ain't got a
I'm telling you, man. Don't nobody want to hear from them.
I thought Rand was bad. Jesus Christ.
Shout out to Rand, man.
And thank you. Shout out to Brandon Carney for that question. You can submit your questions too. You can go to the High IQ Basketball YouTube page. You can DM me directly. Ray don't read none of that shit, so don't even bother. But now we're heading into the OT, and OT, like I said, is not overtime. It's off topic. We're going to discuss discuss something a little non-basketball related. It involves a basketball player, Dwight Howard, but it involves his marriage with his wife. 6 months after the marriage, she had filed for the divorce. I believe she also said he filed too, so it was mutual at that point. But then they reconciled, and she went on IG and basically owned up to all of it. Basically saying she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready to be a wife, and she had to learn how to essentially be a wife and be a team player. And she was basically taking accountability, which is rare, for her part in their marriage troubles. She started off by, which is fantastic. She started off by saying, "Sometimes you gotta learn to shut the fuck up." And I found that very refreshing.
Refreshing.
I think it's
words.
Listen. I gave her.
Don't listen.
I'm not talking about my person. I'm talking about it. I think it's great that she did that. I really hope that the message got through to people, because there's a lot of divorce rate is at an all-time high, and a lot of the reason is because there's lack of communication, there's lack of accountability. Those hard conversations, that's why they're hard, because they're hard to have. It's hard for somebody to tell you about yourself, and for you to look at in the mirror and accept that and improve upon that, so that you can. Basically, you got to be hungry to save your marriage, to help your partner, to be a team that you signed up to be on. So, Ray, I'll start with you. I don't know if you saw the video.
I saw it.
Okay.
Once you sent it to me.
What's your thoughts on that, my man?
I just think today's world, today's woman, today's man, I think people don't walk into marriages with the understanding that it's supposed to be forever, right? You know, if you walk in there with that intent, the hard conversations and the fighting for a relationship, they kind of go hand in hand, right? If you walk into your relationship with the understanding that, this is supposed to be forever. I'm marrying you for the rest of my life. Unless something egregious happens, right? This is my person. So those hard conversations, they can be had, and they don't necessarily lead to, I'm done. You know what I mean? You made me upset and I'm done. It's supposed to be forever. And I think, if you lead with that, if that's what the basis of your relationship is, this is my person, and this is not my person for today. It's not you're not my person because you up. You're doing well, so I'm with you. Or you look great because I'm with you. I'm with you because I'm in love with you, and we're supposed to be forever. And you get that. If the foundation is right, you're gonna be all right.
I don't know who said this, man, but it is so profound. It stuck with me for a long time. They said so many people are ready for a wedding, but no one's ready for a marriage.
Yeah. So, Dwight. I'm gonna just keep it on their marriage. So,
Yeah.
I try not to give her too much slack, because, Dwight has had a history of moving funny. And when I say funny, I mean, he has, relations with other men. So, what I'm saying? I could understand why his wife probably like, you know what? I don't think this relationship thing gonna work. I don't think this marriage gonna work. You know what I'm saying? There's issues when, you got money issues.
She didn't bring any of that up.
No,
man.
No. Of course not. Of course not. No.
He pulling up with midgets and
Look,
shit. So
you ain't gotta mention it, but you know what I'm saying? Everyone, he was in the news about mad times. He ain't played basketball in the league in a while, but I keep hearing his name. You want to know why? You know why. So, I'm sure that was a tough pill to swallow. But in the grand scheme of just marriage talk, just not even that. I just think that because people, especially I think social media doesn't show you the losses. You only ever see the wins. You're never gonna post like, "Yo, we were arguing today." unless it's like already too late. You don't see the building process. You don't see every day where it's like, yo, every day not gonna be an amusement park.
No,
every day's not gonna be like a movie theater. Like some days, stability, all that is gonna be boring sometimes. You're gonna have a routine, and that's okay. I think a lot of people when they look at like social media, when they see these things, they're like, yo, like, why does she get this? Like, I think I deserve that. I got a man, he don't even do this for me. And instead of appreciating what he do for you, and the same thing with women, or same thing with men, like, you know, oh, she don't look like this. And when it's like, yo, like, you don't know what type of person that is.
Right,
You like the constant comparing is a thief of joy for real.
Facts.
And I think that a lot of people, you know, and I, you know, growing up, I used to say this, you know, even when I was in college, stuff like that. I think our parents and the generation before us failed us in the don't argue in front of your kids. I think that was wrong, because not saying that you should, you know, screaming match, but I think it's important to see for kids to see their parents disagree. I think it's important for kids to see their parents like not on the best of terms, but they work through it. Because what happens is a lot of parents are like, yo, I never argued, I never did anything like that in front of my kids. And these kids grow up to see any type of adversity, and they're like, whoa, it's not what my parents look like, so I don't want that. And I think some of that has showed itself in a negative way, because now when they see any type of adversity, when they see any type of, I don't like this, or this isn't the best thing that I want when it's supposed to be for us, they're like, I'm out.
The problem with that is, that's a great point that you bring up.
Very well put together.
A problem with that is no one has a happy medium.
Oh,
and it's based on childhood trauma. So when you see your parents having shouting matches every single day, somebody's getting cussed out.
I agree.
You're like, I'm not going to do that at all.
Right.
I'm going to scale it all the way back, which is a problem too.
Yeah, 100%.
You can have this. It's okay to have disagreements. It's okay to not agree. It's okay to even have a slight argument. But like you said, you got to see them work through that.
Yes, and I feel like
and
they
be like,
haven't.
you should be a team anyway, regardless of what's going on. We're going to figure it out because we're family and we love each other. But people see the worst of it and scale all the way back and don't want any parts of it, which is not a good thing too.
They see one or the other, and it becomes like, this is what it should look like. So if like they only see the positive, they don't even think that there was ever negative. Like, I mean, there's mad people that you know, their parent might die, and then they find out they got brothers and sisters that wasn't from their mom.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? And the mom knew, everybody knew but
Everybody.
you. And so now it's like, oh, wait, like she was okay with that, or she forgave him. Whereas like you see people now, they're like, oh, I would never forgive for that. And it's like, then what are you willing to, you know, it's that comes to that understanding of like, all right, if you're not willing to forgive for whatever it is, then like, what makes you someone that someone would commit to if you're willing to walk away at any type of slight inconvenience? And I'm not even saying that like necessarily cheating. I'm just saying like any slight inconvenience. You might have lost your job, and they're like, yo, you better get your job together. I'm done with you.
Done.
You know what I'm saying? And financial is like one of the biggest reason for divorce.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that go into it. I just think that the communication, and not just communication from each other, but what people put out, you know, just on social media is important. Like you telling people, like you're putting someone else. Like I give you an example. Like if you're mad at your girl and you post on the internet, you might forgive your girl, but other people might look at her differently. Yeah, and then it becomes an embarrassment thing. See, there's nothing worse than embarrassment. If you do something crazy and only your girl know, y'all can figure it out. I know people don't want to admit that, but you can figure it out.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But if you do something and the whole world know,
now that's
yeah, I mean, it's reminded me of Coach Carter. Was like, yo, you thought it was bad when we knew your dumb ass failing signs. He said, and then the newscast came out. It's like, now your whole world about to know your dumb ass failing signs. It becomes different. And I think that sometimes we gotta shut the fuck up, just like not telling everything. But I also think that there is a happy medium, like I said, and like you said, with just understanding that there are going to be good days and bad days. Every day is not going to be a roller coaster, and every day is not going to be a night at Dairy with It the Clown. Like, you're not, like, it's not going to always be that. I just think that there has to be some understanding of like every day is not going to be like what we doing today? Sometimes you just gonna come to work, like, yo, it's good. Mm-hmm. We gonna eat. We gonna watch the TV. Gonna go to sleep. Like, and that is okay. So,
any last thoughts?
Listen, man. Listen, this is my find. I'm gonna stand on this. Like, that was very well put together, brother.
I appreciate it.
I enjoy hearing everything you said. I was genuinely like, yo, my man, what the fuck you talking about? And I agree with both of y'all. Like, at the end of the day, it's like hearing you say that, like, you need to see both sides. And sometimes as kids growing up, you see the good and you think that if it's not that, I don't want to see it. And you ain't know that your mom and dad was arguing yesterday. So for them to get to that good thing that you're seeing, they had to go through this. But you don't know that. So your version of whatever a good relationship looks like only is the good stuff. And you get in a relationship with somebody and y'all get in an argument like, oh, I can't be with him or I can't be with her because she's doing this. She's toxic. Oh, and she ain't really toxic. Mom and dad must have been toxic too because they had to go through some of that too to get to this good stuff. You know what I mean? But you know, that's the relationships. You know, be willing to go through good and the bad.
And the bad don't always got to be, you having sex with other men as a man. So, I don't put too much. I'm gonna protect Dwight Howard's wife. I can understand why she wanted a divorce. All right, that's a little bit too far.
I shouldn't have asked.
That's pre her though. That's pre her.
Yeah, but maybe she didn't know.
She
might not have known because it was rumors for a while. See, that's the thing.
He went to court for pulling up with a man.
No. He definitely went to court for it, but that don't mean that she knew, like, he actually did it. But if you read when you read the stuff, it's like, yo, no. It was consensual. Consensual means it happened.
Neil waved the phone, fellas. We got it. Because I know where we are.
I ain't want him in the hall.
Neil waved the phone. Neil waved the goddamn phone. Bottom line, for better or for worse. This is Brian Isley, and this is episode 2 of season 2 of High IQ with Brian Isley and Raymond Byrd. Nick, thank you once again for your input. We really appreciate you, man. And tune in next week, man. We got another episode for you guys. Later. Hey, everybody. This is Brian Isley, comedian extraordinaire, asking you guys to download Logo, the Isley album, and Uno, the One Take album. I have 3 albums. They're all on Spotify. They're all on iTunes. They're all on Tidal. Streaming well right now, but I need more support. I need you guys to go and download these albums, man. Download Logo, Laugh or Get Offended. Download the Isley album, and download Uno, the One Take album. And they are available where you stream all your music. They're hilarious because I made them. So download these albums today and get your laugh on.
I'ma have to tie up my Nikes for this one. I'ma go for like a quadruple double. We playing the game to win, and greatness come from within. The only time you lose if you only never begin. Gotta be like the shoes and just do it. The clock is winding down, so now shoot it. If fortune favors the bold, that's why I keep on just winning. If timing is just the essence, then I'ma keep on just spending. I'm worth a couple of bucks, shout out to Antetokounmpo. Dropping in Bebo facts that seeping into your bloopers. Advising like Tony Kukoc, we getting into it mucho. Directing all these plays like my name was Tony Russo. Ballin', that's how we do, so I'm going in for the win. Penetrate the lane like we way back in 2010. I'm stomping straight in my Timbs. The basics just like I'm Tim. I'm dunking on you haters. A poster is where you live. It's magic all in my wrist. Steph Curry, we going swish. It's showtime like the 80s. Basketball is where we live. I'm highly gifted and skilled. I'm going in for the kill. The game is on the line. Raymond Byrd, hey yo, what's the deal? Pass it to Brian Isley. I bet he probably surprised me. High IQ basketball is the show and it's not a hobby. Playing the game to win, and greatness come from within. The only time you lose if you only never begin. Gotta be like the shoes and just do it. The clock is winding down, so now shoot it. We playing the game to win, and greatness come from within. The only time you lose if you only never begin. Gotta be like the shoes and just do it. The clock is winding down.
This has been a Drop Tent Media production.